Hi, if you're a postgraduate student, especially an international student, you probably may have heard about professional project or professional placement. You may wonder if it is worth the time and effort. To some people, they see it as extra work. Some other people see it as optional. From my experience, I believe it is one most important part of postgraduate study. In this video, I will explain what a professional project or placement is, the key benefit I've experienced, and the lessons I'm learning on the process. This is not theory, this is a reflection based on academic and professional engagement. To start with, what is a professional project or placement? A professional project or placement is designed to bridge the gap between academic learning and real world practice. Unlike traditional dissertation that is mainly theoretical, a professional project or placement aims at solving a real organization or industry problem. It applies academic framework in a practical setting. It involves real engagement with stakeholders, not just literature. The outcome produced can be implemented or evaluated. For me, I would say this is where learning moves beyond the classroom. Now, what are the benefits of doing a professional project or placement? In this video, I'm going to talk about three benefits. The first one, a professional project or placement gives you an opportunity to apply theory to real practice. One of the benefits I have derived from my professional project is primarily it puts me in a position to question theories. At this level, you are not just engaging with literature, you are engaging with stakeholders that has presented a business need, that has presented a problem that requires a critical thinking, that requires you to bring in what you've learned in uni to solving real life problem. So to put it short, a professional project or placement gives you an opportunity to interact with a working environment, to bring the knowledge you've learned to solving real life problems. A professional project pushes you to ask, how does theory work in practice? What happens when conditions are imperfect? How does organization realities affect implementation? For me, this goes beyond just writing exams and trying to meet a grade. This is actually learning in practice. Now, what is the second benefit? A professional project or placement gives you an opportunity to learn skills that are transferable. Now, what are these skills? It affords you an opportunity to learn professional and research skills. Through my professional project, I am developing research design and data analysis skills. I'm developing time management and project management skills, stakeholder engagement skills, clear interpretation of academic research to solving real life problem. Now, what is the last benefit of a professional project or placement? It offers clarity about career direction. Many students graduate without a clear definition of what's next. They still struggle with defining research versus academia. industry versus practice. They lack clarity in defining what they really enjoy doing. My professional placement has actually helped me to strengthen my interest in bridging the gap between academic knowledge and research to solving real world problems. This is something I appreciate so much about my professional project. It has strengthened that initial conviction I've always had about what an education should be. Now, I'll briefly talk about some of the lessons I've learned so far. The very first one I'll talk about is communication is as important as analysis. You see, no matter the level of technical skills you possess in analyzing data, you should be able to communicate your findings to top management that may not even really be interested in all of the work you have done, but they are just interested in how has this analysis solved this problem? What decision can we take from your analysis? What direction is your analysis providing to solving a problem as a business or as an organization? That is one lesson I have learned so far. Another lesson I have learned is that real world problems are rarely neat. Studying in the class, the use cases you work on, they have clear boundaries. But I tell you, working on a professional project or placement, the business problems you are confronted with may not even have clear boundaries. Now, defining that problem is something you have to do. And you see, all of this opens you up to learning beyond a particular boundary. It exposes you to actually learn in practice. Another lesson I have learned is that academic rigor still matters. Even in professional settings, decisions should be made on evidence. And academic rigor exposes you to research, to think critically, to write academically, to write with proof. So, in the professional setting, these skills are also very important because before you can provide a solution to a problem or make recommendations, they have to be evidence based. Another thing I've learned is that confidence grows through responsibility. The ability for you to deliver on a project that is not really clear. What I mean is, some of the projects you have to work on, this business only know what they want to achieve. But in some cases, they do not even really understand what achieving that goal is. But as a student on placement or on a professional project, you are entrusted with this problem to actually profound the solution. It grows your confidence. The more you work on that project, the more you try to profound solutions, the more you grow in confidence that even after uni, you can still confidently profound solutions to business problem and trust it to work. In conclusion, a professional project or placement is not just an add-on to postgraduate study. For me, I would say it is a growth accelerator. Yes, it is a learning accelerator. It is a confidence builder. It is a bridge between knowledge and impact. So, if you have the opportunity to actually do a professional project or placement as part of your postgraduate study, I would encourage you to take that opportunity. take it, because it would open you up to something you never imagined would be so beneficial to your career. So, if you ever have an opportunity to do professional project or placement, what am I saying? Take it and make the best use of it. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any question, if you have anything at all you want us to talk about in our series, feel free, drop it in the comment section. I am there looking at what you're saying, and I would put them together and make a video to answer all of the questions. Thank you very much.